Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. We are live on Twitch, and a lot of people are looking at us kind of funny, which is always good, and I appreciate that.
I'm used to that, though.
Shout out to everyone who is in the chat right now. I saw Ryan in there. I'm going to scroll this chat down so that Carla Marie... So Carla Marie's got the chat on her right, your left over here.
Sharing on Twitter.
Lenny from Queens just asked if that is our new producer.
It is.
I wish nothing more than the fact that we could hire Kira or the fine woman to her right, Ricky. But at the moment we can't.
Maybe they don't need to be our producers.
Hold on. Let me turn. Sorry.
The unofficial.
Oh, dear
unofficial.
God.
There we go. So Kira is our unofficial producer for the day. Remember, at the moment, right, we are waiting for the hype train to kick off. Share this stream wherever you happen to be most active on social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, stories. Share it, because if we get to 1,000 viewers today, we are going to kick off a $500 giveaway. So, what was that, Carla Marie?
Well, people are saying I'm not used to seeing you guys so far away.
I know.
It is weird.
But there's a reason. We've told a lot of people here at this radio morning show boot camp that we are at that they can stop by and hang out with us. And here's what we didn't tell.
And now I can put my arms up and you can see them the whole time.
That's exactly what people wanted. They wanted the wacky wave inflatable arm Carla Marie.
Although you did ask for a booster seat and you didn't get it.
I did. Kira was like, do you need anything else? I was like, a booster seat? Normally I sit on a pillow.
So here's what we didn't tell people when we told them to come and hang out with us for the day. By the way, thank you very much to everyone who got us to Hype Train Level 5 already.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
So Carla Marie's got to bust out the first drink of the day.
We're going to get kicked out.
So
Wait.
let us know, by the way, if you can hear us properly in the chat. You good there, Carla Marie?
Well, last time you did this, it was a problem.
There's a lot of people around us, so just aim it that way.
No, I'm taking somebody out. Okay, wait, Jake.
Everyone watch your eyes. There is champagne that's about to be popped.
Baby Jake gave me instructions. Ricky, what are the rules about opening champagne?
Don't fuck it up.
If you can...
Just don't shake it.
No, there was something about it.
Well,
if it's cold, you're supposed
Carla Marie,
to...
the wire is still on.
You had to undo the...
But Jake
Carla
taught
Marie
me
has never opened champagne before.
once.
Everyone hide your eyes, but if you can hit producer Chris, you get $100.
There we go.
Hold on. There's something about if it's cold.
Just
Well,
here.
no, maybe they're telling me. Look, go. Scroll.
Scroll in the chat. 220% of the hype train, by the way. Don't do it over the equipment. That's
Just
very
go
smart.
Slow. I hate it. I'm scared. I don't like it.
Did it happen yet?
You need to pop it.
Are you just holding it?
I was pushing.
And then you push it with your thumb.
Okay, all right, there we go.
Okay, way more
You
uneventful.
did it.
There we go.
You
Carla
did
Marie,
it.
congratulations. And it didn't spill on anything.
I opened champagne the same way I take
Accomplishment
shots.
unlocked.
Kira, where is your cup as our first guest?
Oh my God, it's right
There is
here.
Kira's cup. Don't get Ricky's not getting one yet for a very special reason. Zach's not getting one yet either.
Oh my God, I feel special.
Because, or actually, Kira, get in here for a second.
Look at all the people waiting to get their coffee in line in front of us.
Shout out, before we start anything, before we talk about the giveaway, before we talk about this little red box on our table, big shout out to Kira and, of course, Marie from Radio Fam.
Yes.
Who helped get this
exact
all
way.
situated.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts, so Kira, thank you very much. If Marie is here somewhere,
Marie's here somewhere. She's
here
running
somewhere.
around.
There are a lot of people who helped us get this done, so thank you. Cheers to you.
Oh, cheers to you
Carla
guys.
Marie, cheers
oh my
to you.
God.
Cheers to everyone who got us to Hype Train Level 5. Now,
okay.
that's actually, is there alcohol in there? Because that's actually pretty good.
That tastes delicious. Sparkling wine.
Oh, it is.
It says
From
sparkling
Italy.
wine
From Italia?
on the back.
All right, wow. It actually is pretty
It's delicious.
good.
Tastes like apple cider.
Now, what we didn't tell people when we told them to come hang out with us was we have this little red box over here. And this little red box is a game called We're Not Really Strangers. So everyone that hangs out with us has to pull a card
Okay.
and answer the question on the card.
Oh, God.
It's supposed to be like a conversation starter type game.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is level 1 and that is level 2.
What's
I don't
the
know what the
difference?
levels signify. So let's just see how brave you are.
I'll go with level 1. Just
Level
any
1
of
for
them?
Kira. Any of them, yeah. What do we got?
What fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through, and what's my order?
Oh, you can answer that on behalf of Carla Marie.
No. Oh,
On behalf of
I
Carla
thought
Marie?
we have to answer on behalf
Oh, for
of
them
her.
or? Oh,
Is
yeah,
it
answer for
me?
yourself. Yeah.
It's for me?
No, do
You
you guys
guys-
play this game?
Do
No.
you guys...
We're supposed to answer that question.
Oh, we're supposed to answer that question on.
Are you
for
guys
her.
answering for me?
Yeah, that's you just read. What am I?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what? Yeah. So what fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through, and what's my order?
I feel like you're a Jack in the Box girl.
I'm gonna
used
say.
to be. I used to be.
I'm gonna go
No.
Taco Bell,
No.
Crunchwrap Supreme, mainly because that's mine.
Although
No.
I love that. No.
Okay.
So I used to be a Jack in the Box girl. Now it's probably like Popeyes because I love chicken fingers.
Popeyes is one of the best out there, if not the best. Good morning to Angela. Good morning to It's Meg Not Megan, Shanna FC, all the people in the chat. I think we're over 200 at the moment. Is that correct?
You have to be.
My counter never actually gives me.
So-
Yeah.
So
258.
The levels.
Yes.
The higher the level, the deeper it is.
Okay, so let's stick to 2 then.
Stick to 2
Yeah.
because 1 is kind of boring.
All right, what do we got? So pick a 2 since you admitted that 1 is boring. Let's see.
Move these.
So yeah, so 2 is if you could have it your way, who would you be with? Where would you be, and what would you be doing?
So are you asking us that?
I think the person has to answer. That's the whole point of this.
Okay.
So why don't we all answer that?
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
So do you
Go
want to start
for
with me? Okay. So if you could have it your way, who would you be with?
Okay.
Does that count for like celebrities?
It could be anything.
anything.
Right
It could
now.
be real life. Is there someone you're missing? No, apparently not according to that face.
Let's try celebrity. Chris
Okay.
Pine. Okay. Where would you be? And you honestly, I love the East Coast. I love how like everything is so close. But as far as like financially and everything, the West Coast. Anywhere the West Coast.
Oh,
From
okay,
Seattle
okay.
down.
Okay.
I
Really?
love
Because
Vegas,
a lot
yeah.
of the West Coast cities are pretty expensive. Like Seattle's a very expensive
That's
city.
why
LA,
she's
San Francisco.
Yes, but
Financial
LA
center.
is very expensive. Seattle, yes. Vegas, but New York City, like it's very pricey. Philadelphia, even not.
fair.
Yeah, it's very pricey. And what would you be doing? What I'm doing.
Yeah.
Radio. All
I'm
right.
doing.
Okay.
So what we are going to do, Kira, is we are going to rotate you out.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to pass the mic to that fine
Richard.
woman standing over there that we
Hi,
call
Richard.
My mom said CM wants to be home with her mommy.
Oh yeah, we didn't answer. That's right. Let's answer the question as well. Carla
Oh.
Marie, who would you be with? Where would you be?
Well, Mom, I will be home in a few days, so I'm not going to answer that. I would actually be with the Content Club somewhere together. And the Content Club is Ricky, Jake, Erica, John, Anthony.
My heart.
Kira's invited. And we will be, I don't know, at one of Erica's grandparents' house. They have cool houses.
One of the many Shea houses. Oh yeah.
Oh, he
No,
would
she
be
said
there. He would be there.
Yeah.
But like, we're talking about in a relationship, it would probably be Channing Tatum.
Okay, that's fair. I accept that. If I'm going to answer that question, who would I be with? Where would I be? Luckily, both of those questions I can answer. I can actually experience this weekend. So I'm going to be back in Jersey at a
Yeah.
family reunion. I do love my family. It's going to be at my parents' house with their new pool, which they decided to install after all of their children left.
Smart.
And I'd be with the people that are going to be there. So Carla Marie's going to be there. My family is going to be there. My brothers, obviously.
Yeah.
So those are the people I would be with. I know, like, not the sexiest answer of all time.
No.
But I get to experience it in 2 days. So I'm very excited for that.
Okay, so Ricky's here. You brought me a snack?
Yeah.
So Ricky brought gifts.
I brought you my version of a snack. It's more champagne.
Oh,
Come on,
jeez.
Richard.
So well,
I texted her and said, I'm hungry. I need a snack.
well
So I
that
brought you a
means
snack.
we've got to finish the first cup of champagne.
All right, pour it up.
Let's see in the chat real quick as we get the second round of champagne poured. Where are we? Are we still in the 200s? 258?
Hey,
Sweet.
listen,
Okay.
you know what? As much as I want to hit 1,000 people, that's just $500
Hey,
more we get to
I'm
keep.
okay with it. And here's what I actually love. Can I take a pause for a second and talk about some appreciation? Oh, cheers.
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 Here's the cool thing. So when we had Carla Marie's announcement that she will be joining the Seahawks as their in-game host.
Quarterback.
I mean, they're still looking for a quarterback.
No,
so
they're not.
you're-
I say we.
Oh,
We
okay.
are not looking for a quarterback. We've got plenty.
So what's cool is that same day we did a hypothetical $1,000 giveaway, right? $500 giveaway. If we
I
reach
keep doing
1,000
that.
follower or viewers, give away $500. And what was cool to see was there were a lot of people in there, obviously, for both reasons, for your announcement and for the shot at $500. But once you announced, a lot of people said, okay, I got the content that I came here for and left,
Yeah.
which means there were more people there for your announcement than to win money. And that's
crazy.
one of the things that I love about this community that we've been putting together.
That
From
everybody's nosy.
everyone that's joined us,
That
from
everybody
Kira
loves
to
you.
Ricky to John to Erica to Jake to everyone that's joined us on the show, to the people who are actually watching and chatting. So thank you very much for doing that. That is really cool.
Yeah.
Carla Marie,
What?
we have another card for a guest.
Okay, Ricky, this one's yours.
Don't we think like everyone already knows too much about me at
Yes.
this point?
Probably.
Oh, this one's actually fantastic for me. How can you become a better person?
We're going to need the
Ooh.
other bottle of champagne for this.
Is there a therapist at this conference?
How can I be a better person? So I know like we joke about me being like an asshole, but I really
You're
do
not.
think I'm like a good person. Like I
are.
genuinely care about people. I want to be involved in things that will help people.
I don't really have an answer to
Like
even
how
say.
how can you be a better person?
Well, okay. Just be.
I mean, like,
I think all of us are decent people. At
Right.
least, at the very least, we are all decent people.
Agree.
But there's always room for improvement.
Right.
Right? So maybe it's not a better person overall per se. Maybe how can you be a better person in a specific relationship, whether it's family, work, romantic.
Ooh.
Is there anything that you can think of where like, oh, I can work on that?
I could probably do the dishes more.
I'm not even going to let that trigger me today.
You could do what more?
The dishes.
The dishes.
I'm not even going to let that trigger me today. I'm trying to remain calm. I'm trying
I
very
can
hard.
tell on your face that you're genuinely actually trying very hard.
I could volunteer with Motley Zoo more. I didn't get to Foster this summer.
Okay.
So maybe I can volunteer with them more.
I was thinking the same thing, maybe volunteering in a community effort. We have in Nashville, unfortunately, we have a lot of homelessness.
Yeah, I mean.
And I've wanted to get involved with that for a while, and I've always just said that I didn't have the time, and I think it's time that I say that that's a stupid excuse and
Okay.
just do it.
True.
I guess that would be my way of being
you
a better
go.
person.
Carla Marie?
Before I answered
you
the
did
dishes
Motley
in
Zoo.
Motley Zoo, but before you go, very important question. Curvy Knockout said, I need to know what kind of hair dye Ricky uses to get that incredible purple.
Ooh, I've tried so many different kinds, honestly. Pulp Riot is my favorite, though.
Pulp Riot.
Pulp Riot's my go-to.
Pulp, like orange pulp?
Yes.
Like Pulp Riot.
Pulp Riot,
Okay.
yes. They're my favorite for sure. Normally it gets this kind of like purple, which is like perfect for
All
me.
right.
Oh, posture check. Make sure you're sitting upright.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a box under my foot right now, so I'm trying. Okay, let me.
Okay.
There we
Anthony,
go.
how can you be a better person?
How can I be a better person? I think obviously you guys had great answers, right? Volunteering, putting yourself out there a little more is always good. I think if I was to work on something that I think I'm lacking right now, I need to be better at following through on all sorts of commitments. I think I'm pretty good at following through on work commitments. But I think when I make plans with people, I need to follow through more often. I think there are things like that.
Just like when you say you're going to do something, do it.
Yeah, I need to be
Like,
better at it.
The other day, he said, when I get back to Jersey this week, I'm going to go to the bank and I'm going to switch banks.
I did.
And no, you didn't do it. You
No,
said
I
that.
did say that, yeah.
I laughed so hard. I said, I will bet you all of the money in your bank account that you don't do that.
And I said, I will take that bet. If
He's
you
gonna
are,
take that back because there's not that much in there.
if you are willing
Fair.
to bet that money, Carla Marie, you got to put your money where your mouth is.
You just need, I'll do the dishes if you're better at paperwork, and then Ricky's going to be volunteering.
No, but I think that would be for me following through more than I do.
It's hard to do that sometimes.
And I think I try to do a lot, which is one of the reasons I don't follow through on a lot, because a lot of those things end up eating into the time the other.
Yeah, like going to
tasks
buy
would take.
new pieces of Pokemon, like going to catch them all and stuff like that.
Does
Going
anyone
to catch
know-
the ball. I
No, catch
cannot-
them all. Catch
Does-
them all.
There was actually something I looked up yesterday, and I need to find like a local
Mom,
Chicago person here.
What did
No,
Mom say?
Because I'm trying
You
to
should
figure
do
out.
the dishes, Carla Murray.
I'm trying to figure out like the bad neighborhoods in Chicago and like how far things are, because there's a couple used game stores
Oh my God.
that I was thinking about traveling to.
Okay. We're going to kick Ricky out in a second. To
I
rotate.
cannot.
She has to open up her bottle of champagne though.
We have this
They
one
have
still.
this one. You guys
We're
have
not
this
wasting.
one.
Okay. I'll
If you get to it, get to it. If you don't, we'll drink it later.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll bring
We
it
have
on our
time.
panel. There was some,
Who's next?
Kyle's next.
We need to clear something up about Chicago.
Why?
That the media likes to say it's a war zone. You can't be
Oh,
in the
it's so
street.
nice here. I'm ready to move here like
It is
tomorrow.
summer in Chicago is beautiful. Not as good as summer in Seattle. I still say summer in Seattle is the most beautiful
Yep.
city and time of year in the country, but summer in Chicago is pretty awesome.
It's really nice. Also,
Ricky?
I love you guys.
Love you.
I'm gonna go listen to radio things. You
Oh
know?
yeah, go
Do that.
get better at your job. Let's see, what do we got?
Go get better at your job. 267.
No, there was something I was going to say. Oh, Game Day Creative is in here.
What up?
And then Hav is in here saying awesome things about Anthony. He said Tony Flakes a lot was Anthony's nickname in high school.
I mean, that actually, out of all the lies Hav has told in this chat, that might be true.
Yeah.
I used to get in
Hydrate.
trouble with my friends in high school all the time because I would fall asleep randomly.
Yeah.
So I'd be the person who everyone was like, oh, let's go meet up at Drew's house or Rodolfo's house, and I would just fall asleep and wake up at like 11 o'clock at night, and that was it. Kyle
and
King,
gentlemen.
welcome to the show.
Hi, hello.
Love.
I don't know
Think of
what
the song.
I don't know what you just played, but I hope
he
it's
can't
like
hear it.
something with butts.
It's our Happy Birthday Arabic song.
Oh.
It's just what we play when we celebrate anything.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I
Kyle-
see that we've got the champagne here. I was gonna say, do I need to
you
switch
like
out my coffee for champagne?
I do.
Here you go.
I mean, why not? You know.
So Kyle King is on the panel that we are on in 45 minutes. So
Oh, that's
we're going
right.
to be up there.
So we should drink more.
Yes.
Exactly.
We are discussing why you should be streaming your radio show on platforms like Twitch.
Oh, I love this. And this is one of the reasons I invited everyone basically to join us today. Jen from New Jersey just said it's nice to put a face to the name because we've mentioned Kyle King a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You've been on the podcast with us.
Yeah.
I have.
So this is what Kyle King
Hello.
looks like,
This
all
is-
of him.
This is me. I'm sorry to disappoint. But, you know, I can confirm that Anthony looks just as good in person, probably better, I got to say.
You know, I was actually talking to someone about you, Kyle, yesterday. Because in most of I've only met you in person once before today.
Yeah, back in February.
That's crazy. yeah.
Our whole communication back and forth has been through video and social media. And Kyle is a tall man.
So tall.
Like there's a lot of Kyle.
There is.
There's a lot of him. And I was
My
telling
wife
someone
says that too. She's just like, that's a lot of Kyle to take.
and I was telling someone yesterday, I always forget how tall you are because I'm used to seeing you as like a
just
1-inch
butt
human.
from here
Right.
down.
That's what I like to tell people is like when they're like, hey, I know you. And I'm like, I'm sure I look different,
Yeah.
you know, like not being in a box, actually standing up.
Yeah, I'm actually really, really tall. I just am tall from the waist down. So you never get to see that part of me.
Oh,
on
is that
Twitch.
true?
Oh, yeah, you got the
That's what
long,
it
like
is.
the long torso
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing going, yeah.
Now, as we drink, so cheers to you, Kyle
Oh,
King,
yeah,
for
yeah.
joining us.
Cheers to y'all.
Let everyone know where they can find you first, and then
As
we will
you
get
drink.
into the card game.
In Chicago, the bar. But on Twitch, twitch.tv/The Kyle King Show. It's a very original name. Spent a lot of time working on that one. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central to basically whenever the hell I want to get off.
I love it.
And not stream anymore, which is great. Like,
And you do a lot of different. You talk about sports. You talk about wrestling. You do gaming.
yeah, I try to do a lot of different, a lot of different things. I like to imagine that like my streams, like for everybody, because like Monday through Friday, you're right, sports, wrestling. I do gaming, but then like on Saturday nights, it's just me and my buddies, drinking, playing video games.
I love it.
Talking shit.
Have you played the Power Washer video game yet?
No, but I saw you playing it, and I was like, oh my god, like
It's so, for anyone who doesn't know what it is, you're literally become a person that power washes, which was one of my first jobs ever. And you go and just clean backyards, and then you
Yeah.
like get money and move on to more levels. It is the coolest.
Those simulator games are surprisingly funny.
Yeah.
So good.
Or fun. Like and like Anthony put it on Instagram. He was like, "Should Carla Marie bring this to the stream?" And I was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
like 1,000 times, yes."
Yeah.
I also, especially for streaming for Twitch, I think a game like that, a simulator game, allows us to do what we normally do on
Yeah.
Twitch, which is just talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's not a game where someone's trying to kill you or
Right.
you're racing.
You don't know
You're
that
just-
yet. We didn't get that far.
You're just cleaning a motorcycle or cleaning a van, and you
And-
can do that and talk.
So one of the cool things that happened like in the last year is I've started getting like sponsorship endorsements for games.
It's great.
And
Like, would you ever,
yeah,
ever think that was going to happen?
Oh my god! Like, don't get me wrong. I rubbed that in my dad's face. Like, I
dude,
literally showed him the check where I was like, Remember when you said video games were a waste of time? And I
Don't
was
pay,
like,
get a real job.
Yeah, I was like, how did you feel going to your job today? Mine was great. I played Farming Simulator 22. I plowed a field virtually. What'd you do today? Crunch some numbers, big guy?
Damn, there was something I was going to say a second ago, and I forgot what it was.
Well,
God damn it.
Well, you should totally play it. Like, play Power Washing Simulator because,
Yeah.
because here's the thing. Like, when I started doing Twitch, I never thought I was going to do video games.
right.
Like, I
Same.
was just like, I just want to do a sports talk show
Yeah.
or something within just the talk show realm. Because, when I got laid off, I was pushing carts at a grocery store.
That's right.
You know, like that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I was like calling in to people's morning shows, and I was just like, I need to do something creative. I need something better.
And here we are.
And so I just went to Twitch, and I was like, well, you know, I like sports. I'll talk about that. Oh, I love wrestling. I'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And then video games just kind of naturally fell in. I didn't force it onto the audience.
Right.
I let it just kind of happen. And then the other part about it is I started playing games I liked.
Yeah. You're not
That's where,
forced to
that's
play
where we're
anything.
at. That's where I'm
Yeah.
at with. I'm gonna play Stray. That's the one where you're a cat.
Dude, oh yeah, the kitty one.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, and now here we are on a panel talking about Twitch.
Well, you know what, and that's one of the things that I want to, you know, that I want to do when I get back into radio eventually. Is I've told everybody, I was like, why aren't you on your social medias playing video games with your audience?
It's so
because
true.
like, you know, video games is $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
We're fools if we're going to be like, that's not going to translate well to our audience.
Right.
And it's like, yes, it is.
Well, and here's the thing that I love about what we've done on Twitch, because you can experiment, you can play games. Like we've done a bunch of random things. We had a hot sauce eating contest on Twitch, which I
Yeah.
guess you could do on the radio as well. But what I've loved about Twitch is actually the screen that Carla Marie is on right now is our chat.
Yeah.
And we always had a really good relationship with the people who took the time out to listen to our shows, whether it was on Power 93.3 or Kiss FM or whatever, or Z100. What I've loved, though, is with Twitch, the people who talk to us can also talk to one another.
Yeah.
So
It's happening right now.
when you have things like Jed and Lisa sending Taylor ham to Martha in Wichita, Kansas,
Yeah.
like things like that, or Claire getting everyone together to sign things or whatever. That's been the coolest part for
Yeah.
me on Twitch is
Well, and
not
I mean,
only
it's about
having people that
community
hang out
building.
with
Yeah,
us, it's building community.
Yeah, and like that's what radio has always tried to do was, we got to build a community around our brand, but they fall short because I feel like, you know, they don't connect with their audience as well. Twitch is a whole different ballgame.
Yep.
You have instant feedback.
Yep.
Like one
I've
of the
been saying
things that I love about it is like I love when I'm doing a stream and I can see my numbers either going up or going down in real time, and it's like, I need to abandon this topic, or maybe I
Yep.
need to switch up to this.
Speaking of that, have the numbers gone up or down since Kyle's been with us? We got to make a decision.
I don't
here.
know.
Oh yeah, no.
There are
It was
so-
294. It went
Okay,
up.
well,
It was
well,
267
it went
when
up.
I started.
Here's also, we don't normally go live for another 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get a little bit, people will be like, hey, wait a minute, you're live right now? So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. But there are a few people saying what you sound like.
Seth
Would you-
Rogen. It's Seth
Rogen.
Rogen, yeah.
But
Oh my God, yeah.
my
Yeah.
mom said he sounds like Cousin Brucey from years ago, and I don't know who that is, but someone said, is that the guy from 101.1?
Nope.
In New York, so CBS in New York.
Uh-huh.
Do you have? He used to be on the radio.
No,
But we
no
need
idea.
to find out.
I thought when your
With
mom
this
said that was
voice,
one
I
of
can
your
either
cousins.
go. I can
No.
either go Seth Rogen or Alex Jones, and
Go Seth Rogen.
go Seth Rogen. Yeah. No. Seth Rogen's definitely the more sane one. Like if you want to do like a good Alex Jones, you have to talk like this.
Yeah.
All right. You
That's
gotta.
actually-
Yeah. You
that's
gotta
really
say
good.
some insane things. Like Anthony is drinking coffee right now. It's gonna turn him gay.
That's why I don't drink coffee.
There's gay genes in the coffee.
That's why, actually, I don't drink coffee. That's why. That's the exact reason.
But then you got to start like slamming your desk, and then it's like, okay, and now I'm gonna pitch you some supplements that turn your skin red. Here's a picture of me with my shirt off, and now here it is with me with the shirt off, and now I'm red.
And I'll tell you what I've loved about listening to you on Twitch is this is exactly how Kyle is on his own show, and you do it by yourself, which is like unbelievably impressive.
I appreciate that.
To do that,
Yeah.
Honestly,
your own.
it's the chat.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what it is because
I
like
saw-
I literally treat the chat as its own character.
and his co-host. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like have you ever seen Little Miss Sunshine? The
not
Steve
actually.
Carell movie,
But I
Abigail
know.
Breslin when she was
Yeah,
younger.
yeah.
Big ensemble comedy. You have all these like cool actors and all that. But one of the things that they brought up with that was I remember the director saying the van that they all travel in. They wanted to treat that like its own character.
That's cool.
And like I remember hearing that interview and going like, oh man, like that's a great idea. And that's how I approach the chat as well. Is like they are the co-host. So it's me on camera, giving all the insane takes
Right.
and being goofy, but I'm literally bouncing off of what my audience is doing. Like
And this is a little behind the scenes. This is very similar to kind of why Carla Marie and I have done what we've done. Is we learned from Elvis a long time ago. Elvis ran the morning show on Z100 and across the country. Is our job is to open up the microphone for the audience.
Yes.
And they're the main character.
Yes.
They're the ones that really deserve all the time, and we're just kind of facilitating a conversation to get to that. Also, the other thing we've got to talk about, Carla Marie,
Yes.
is something you did. The
Oh, God.
audacity that you you showed yesterday opening up a $4 bottle of water in the hotel room.
I didn't even know how much it was. I opened it. That's how reckless I am.
Hold on. I can help you with this because I do agree. Like I mean, come on. What are you?
I was thirsty and there was nowhere to get water.
$4 thirsty?
I didn't even look at the tag. I didn't care. I was so reckless.
So they told me about this. I got your purchase covered. Don't you dare worry, okay? Apparently here at the hotel, they do have like turn down service.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
If you refuse turn down service,
Which we did.
It's a $10 credit
Yep.
per night you turn it down.
Yeah.
So her $4, you got $6 left on that purchase. She can do another bottle of water.
We did get breakfast yesterday, though, in the room.
Oh, so we used it already.
Yeah.
But you also did something in the Reels video that I posted yesterday, Carla Marie. You said that you couldn't find the water refilling stations.
Yeah, I brought my own. I have it with me, my own water bottle.
I realized you did the most millennial thing you could do in that sentence. You renamed a perfectly normal thing, a water fountain,
No, it's different.
into some. No, they're the same. I mean, they dispense water.
No, a water fountain is the thing that goes whoop, and then you go over it. A water fill-up station is the thing that tells you how many plastic bottles you saved from the landfill when you put your water bottle.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
know what? I'm with Marie on this one. There's a difference.
I don't think there is.
I love having someone here that agrees with me.
Yeah,
You just
no,
ended the conversation. We get to move
Anthony,
on.
you are clearly in the wrong.
No, they're
two
both
different
water
things.
fountains.
Marie, show them how the water fountain goes again.
Marie,
Show
Carla-
them again.
Carla Marie.
Carla Marie, show them.
Water Marie.
There's also a Marie here, which is why.
I know.
Did we pull a question for Kyle? We have not pulled a question for Kyle. So
Oh no, what do I do here?
Read it.
Wild card. Admit something.
Oh, we've never opened this before, so
you have the. If you don't want to admit something, you can also pull a real question if you'd like.
What? No. What do I have? Like, just admit anything?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Like truth or dare. Okay. Okay. You know what? Hold on. I'll admit something. I feel like I am an inadequate father a lot of
Oh my
times.
God.
No,
I really do.
You gotta keep drinking.
Why is that?
Well, look, streaming takes a lot of time. My wife is a nurse, so she has like a particular skill set that not everybody can do. And then there's just, daddy who streams inside, inside his office all day and plays video games. Like, I grew up in a generation where, again, making a living on the internet was unheard of.
Right, it wasn't. There wasn't internet.
You had to, like, I grew up in a household where it was you get up, you shower, you go to work, you come home, this and that. I'm at home all day.
Yeah.
And, look, making it out on my own doing Twitch, obviously not paying as much as back when I was on the air right now.
Right.
Working there, getting
Right.
better. But yeah, like, I feel a lot of times that I don't bring enough to my family and providing for my kid.
I feel like
You
a
have
lot
a
of
daughter,
people.
right?
Yeah, I got a 3-year-old who did my
I was
nails.
gonna say you can't say that. You let her paint your nails.
That's
you
right.
Can't see it. They're blue.
They're so pretty.
So I'm going to ask you a question, Carla Marie. As a daughter
yeah.
who had a father, and
Has.
has a father,
one.
still has one. What are things from a daughter's perspective you would tell Kyle, like, here are things I either loved that my dad did or wish my dad. And that doesn't mean your dad did a bad job of anything.
No, I think you're probably being way harder on yourself. She did, well, first of all, she has nothing to compare it to.
Right.
So there's
That's all
one.
she's got.
And I think the idea of you being home and being like, my parents had to go other places to work.
Yeah.
So I had to deal with the schedules of
Yeah.
they work different hours. So the different thing of like, okay, my mom's going to work, my dad's going to work. Like I don't want to say they weren't home because they were, but that's what
Right.
normal people do. They go to work. We work from home.
Yeah.
So the idea that you're always there, I think, is probably a comforting thing for her.
Right.
Like, dad's always home, and that's a great thing to have. If you can go to the thing, she's only 3, right?
Yes.
The best thing was having your parents show up to the things that you do.
Yeah.
Whether it was something so dumb at school where you got a paper certificate that someone printed out 5 minutes before in the classroom.
Right.
or
Congratulations,
something-
you made it to your third day
Yeah.
of third grade.
And something huge, like the one thing that used to drive me nuts is my dad never came to my cheering competitions. One of
Really?
them. However, now as an adult,
Yeah.
I get it. Those things suck. So like I'm not like oh, my dad didn't come to
See,
the
I
cheering
always
competitions,
had-
I turned out bad. Like I'd always be like, why isn't he coming?
Yeah.
But now I'm like, yeah, how many times can you watch me do the same dance that I'm doing in the living room.
I always
I get it.
Yeah, I always had great respect for my parents because they never missed anything.
My mom
dad
never
and I,
did.
or
Never.
my brother and I did. My dad coached, our little league teams, our basketball teams, all of that. And I mean, I remember this man would literally get off of work, drive to the baseball field, change his clothes in the car, and then go coach Little League after working, a 9 to 5 all the time. But again, never missed. He was always there. And it's something that I've always admired in that aspect because, being home now, I do get to go see a lot of things. Like I got to take my daughter to swim lessons for the first time, which was awesome. Like my dad didn't get to do that for me because he was working.
Right. And that's my dad worked 3 jobs. And I still feel like I had enough time with him. The cheering competition thing was a conscious decision that he just made.
Yeah.
But you also see as an adult now.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he worked 3 jobs. My mom worked 1. I still feel like I got way more face time with them than I needed, right? As a kid to feel loved and nurtured and to grow up. So I think that we are way harder on ourselves. And again, she's 3 and has no idea. Maybe in 3 years, then you need to worry about it.
2 things. Number 1, we got a hydrate reminder from a couple people in the chat and a posture check. So let's
we're hydrating with champagne today.
hydrate. There's water in here, right?
My mom said Daddy went to the all-day competition at Fairleigh Dickinson. That was enough for
And then
him.
if someone can fill me up, please.
Oh, no, we can't.
The second thing, after the posture check, I guess third, posture check, hydrate. Third thing, is Carla Marie, what is the best advice your dad gave you that sticks with you today? Maybe Kyle can use that in his life.
He taught me, he would always say, make yourself invaluable was one of them. And he did that when I was going to work at Z100 in New York. And I took it to the full extreme where I just did everything. And now looking back, like at 22 years old, best advice I ever got. Because I literally will never forget the time I was sitting in Elvis's office 2-3 years into working there. And he was like, you've made yourself invaluable here. And I was like, oh my God, how often does that happen? Like the advice came true. And it was great. It was so important of my part being at that show because it really did like kind of catapult my career. Now, much older, I'm like, I'm not doing all those jobs if I go work somewhere. I'm only going to do the job you're paying me for. But at 22, it was the best.
I was going to ask, what is y'all, because I've actually never heard this answer. What's y'all's favorite moment in radio that you've done?
Man,
that is tough. We've been super fortunate.
Right.
And when I think people don't take me seriously when I say that because working for Elvis and working for Romeo in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, and then working in promotions under the people I got to work under. I've always, especially in New York, had such a great time in radio. I think one of the coolest, there's 2 that stick out to me. They're very similar. Very early on when I started doing interviews and stuff, I got to do an interview when Fifth Harmony was first coming up. They were doing like a mall tour. And no one else at Z100 was available for it. So like it literally went down the entire pecking order, landed on me.
Yeah.
And I remember our programming director at the time came up and said, hey, could you do this thing? We have no one to do it. And it was in my hometown mall that I grew up going to. It was Garden State Plaza at like the area that my cousin used to work in. We'd go there all the time and just hang out. So being able to do a professional thing for Z100, the station I grew up listening to, at the mall that I went to, as the person putting it all together was really cool. And then something I got to do with Carla Marie was the top of Radio City with Shawn Mendes.
That was cool too.
The marquee.
Nice.
I literally sit here and like, you said that and 15 different things popped into my head from like the big moments to like the super small moments.
Yeah.
And it's almost impossible to answer.
It's definitely one of those, like I remember like Jerry Seinfeld got asked one time, like, what's your favorite episode of Seinfeld? And he's like, that's like asking what my favorite breath is. Like, I don't know, the next one that gets me to the next.
Right. I'm thinking of like Seattle Children's Hospital, and it actually is related to Elvis. When Elvis called into our show when we were live at Seattle Children's, and he donated, a crap ton of money.
$1,000 at least, or 5,000,
to
something
us,
like
that.
On our show. And I just remember like crying, like being there at that. But there were so many moments that I had at Elvis's show with the people that called in because I answered the phone for 6 years. And there were so many moments. And the first one I just thought of was we used to have this guy who used to call in, and I'm blanking on his name, but he used to blow his truck horn for us. And I will never forget the day I got a call and he was like, hey, my dad is the truck horn guy. I just wanted to let you know that he passed away. And I was like, Oh my God! And I don't know if he was a truck driver too. I think we played the audio of the dad. We were able to pull the audio up of him playing his truck horn, and I just remember crying, and I'm like, I don't know these people. Like, I don't know anything about him other than this man is a truck driver, and we're with him every morning, and he blows his horn for us.
Yeah.
And for his son to call in, I was like, oh, this is so important. Like, the connection we have in radio and Twitch and like whatever platform we're on with these people who listen every day, and was enough for this guy to call in and let us know. So it was just, that was one of the coolest moments I've ever had in radio.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
What about you? Do you have one that sticks out?
You know, both of y'all's made me just remember just two moments
Right?
in general.
It's just like, yeah.
You know, I remember when I was one of my first radio stations I worked at, because I always wanted to be on the radio. And I told everybody in high school, like, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to be on the radio.
Right, same.
And so I got a job working at 104.1 KRBE, which is like the biggest station down in Houston. And again, just that whole like trickle down, like who can do this? We're not going to send the morning show, but this and that.
Yeah.
It ended up landing on me, and they were like, hey, there's like this, because, each radio station has to do like a certain amount of community service.
Yes.
And one of the things that they were doing is like, oh, there's a local junior high that needs a judge for a talent show. And they were like, Kyle, do you want to go? And I was like, well, what's the junior high? I mean, like, at the time, I was like, yes, absolutely, because I'm nobody. They go, yeah, you're going to go. It turned out it was my old junior high.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so, like, I got to, like, go back, like, to the old junior high. And, like, my picture was still up on the wall, like, from basketball and stuff like that.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
It's like, that was a cool moment. And then probably working through Hurricane Harvey.
Oh, that's right. You were in like the center of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, dude, I was
that's
stuck
crazy.
at the radio station. So what ended up happening there, my wife and I were on vacation in California. We literally flew in the day Harvey rolled into Houston.
Oh, wow.
She went to the hospital to go work. I went to the radio station to go work, and I was there 5 days.
Yep.
And, like, I mean, we couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't see across the freeway.
That's crazy.
It was insane. But the most frustrating part about that was when we caught Joel Osteen's team lying to us on the air.
Oh, because he hadn't opened his facility yet, right? Yeah.
And everybody was, like, giving him shit on social media, being like, hey, why hasn't the mega church opened its doors or said they're opening their doors,
Yeah.
And so once the hurricane kind of like passed, the skies opened up, it was sunny again, and you were just waiting for the flooding to go down. There was rumors of like, hey, is the church going to open up? We didn't know. And so I was like basically like the producer for everything.
Yeah.
So I sent 2 people over to the church, and I was like, well, let's go find out, right? Send them over there, because we had heard rumors that they're going to open. So our 2 people go over to the church, walk up to the doors,
Still
locked.
Wow.
Security guard pops out and goes, oh, hey, go to these doors. And we're like, okay, cool, go check. They walk over, they go to the doors, pull, still locked. Another security guard. Oh, no, not these doors. These doors over here. They went to three sets of doors. All of them were locked. About 3 hours later, they opened up, and people started coming in, and we ended up talking to one of Joel's, like, PR reps. By the way, churches that have PR reps.
They're interesting.
Yeah. So he hops on the phone, and our hosts on there go, hey, we understand that you guys are now open, right? And this dude gets on the phone and goes, well, first of all, thanks for having me. We'd like to clarify, we've always been open. And when I tell y'all I bit a hole through my lip, because I'm sitting there going, like, now's not the time to, like, flame these guys, because, like, we just, no, I bit a hole through my lip because I was about to be like, you lying sack of shit. Yeah. We literally pulled on the doors, and they weren't open.
Yeah. Here's what I want to do. I want to bring Kira back in. I'm going to swap you guys out. Is that okay with Kira?
She's nervous about that.
Kira. Oh, I'm getting bumped for
So
Kira.
you're getting bumped.
Okay.
But
I knew this day was eventually going to come.
No, but what you said about
Kyle, love you. Thank you for hanging with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
what you said about the hurricane, it's crazy. Just the other day, I was having a conversation with someone about. It's like radio people have these stories about crazy weather because it was Hurricane Sandy. I was trapped at the radio studio. The hotel they put us in right next door lost water and electricity, and I remember getting calls from people who were sitting in their cars on Staten Island, where where it hit really bad, and they were like, "I'm sitting in my car to charge my phone, but also to listen to you guys because the radio is the only thing I have right now. I can't get on the internet, none of it." And they were like, I would hear, "My husband never made it home. I don't know where he is. Can you put his name on the air?" And I was just like crying with these listeners on the phone, and like you
Isn't
realize
that
how
the
important
craziest?
radio is in that moment.
Yes, I think we all lose perspective because again, the job can be fun and it can be frustrating, but I think it takes a moment like that to put things in perspective. Because I remember during Harvey, I would have people literally calling, going like, "The floodwaters are rising. We can't get a hold of anybody to come get us. Can you put it out on the air?" And it's like, there's nothing I can do, but like, here's a number,
Yeah,
to like the Navy. But all right, Kira's gonna kick me out.
Navy.
She's more entertaining. But thank you guys for having me. You guys are awesome.
Kyle King, everybody. We need claps.
We don't.
You don't have claps for
It was pre-installed,
Everybody
and I took it off.
right now. Biz,
There we go.
Thank you.
I never thought this day would come. I'm kicking Kyle out.
We got about 15 minutes for. Gonna have to run to the restroom before our panel starts.
What's our viewer count at the moment?
It is 289.
289, still pretty good. That is very good.
297, Kira.
Oh, yeah, that's.
boy.
Did we ever hit 3? Do you know?
No.
Okay,
Not yet.
If we hit 3, that means Kira is more entertaining than
closer.
Kyle, technically.
That's true. Here, let me give a view.
So, Kira, I saw you and Ryan were in the chat earlier.
Yes.
Something about what are you seeing?
People are using. Is that your face as an emote from?
That's my emote for Finding My
amazing.
Perfect Awkward. That's my face, and that's hot dogs.
So, Finding
that
My
I don't like.
Perfect Awkward is your podcast and your Twitch.
Yes.
So first off, real quick, before we get into anything, tell people what you do on both channels.
On Finding My Perfect Awkward.
Yes.
So there's an audio podcast that is on like every platform.
We've been on.
That you have been on. That is out every week on Saturdays, and that's been going on since April 2020. And then as of like a year and a half ago, I started a Twitch channel where I do a lot of gaming.
Do you do the Power Wash game?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you know about the Power Wash game?
Yes. Okay.
So good.
Also, I saw a promo for the cat game.
Stray.
Okay. It terrified me because the cat fell in the promo.
Oh, it's so scary. I'm like, I watch people play it live. Like, I'm now officially that person. I'm like, no, don't. You're gonna kill the cat.
I'm
I
glad,
was
I'm
so
glad you brought it
scared.
up. Because earlier I saw in the chat, you and Ryan Smetzer were talking about something, and all I saw was something about cats.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
Ryan has cats.
Yeah,
And you got
and
a
I
cat.
have a cat.
Oh,
And
this is
it
gonna
was-
get real nerdy in a
What's so
second.
What is so funny is that so first of all, we were talking about, because Ryan's watching it on mute in the actual ballroom.
That's funny.
So, but he was saying,
Yeah,
Wait,
everyone-
really quick. Everyone say hi, Ryan Smetzer. SMETZ.
Oh my God, Ryan, I can't believe you did that. Just write that in the chat over and over.
Make him believe that he did something wrong. But he was saying he saw the cat emotes, and he was like, "Oh my God, are we talking about cats?" And I was like, "You can always talk about
Yeah.
cats."
Yeah.
But what's funny is that when I first got Cookie, my cat, I spammed Carla Marie because I'm a first-time cat mom, and you are not a first-time cat mom. So I wanted the expertise.
Yeah, it was. I was so excited because Ryan was the one that was like, "Kira, get a cat." Like on Twitter, I was like, "Kira, get a cat," and you got Cookie. And
Yeah.
I remember I was like telling you all these things, and I'm like, "Who am I? This is my life now."
Well, you've become a resource for a lot of people.
It's crazy.
In terms of fostering and
I'm gonna write a
adopting.
book.
and
Oh my
stuff.
goodness! You sent me a book.
I did send her a book.
That helped me a lot with rules of cats. It's
It
like
is.
different things about cats to help.
was it?
help-
Did I send you? Why does my cat do that? Is it that
Yes,
one?
and there's like 100 different things in there, and it has helped so much.
This
I
is
love this.
Everyone, Ryan's gonna lose his mind.
Or he's not in the chat
Ryan,
anymore. Either
what?
one.
There was something else.
Yeah, my cat name's is Cookie.
Yes. Ms. Is that you're literally Ms. on air? Is that you
Yeah, that's
right there?
Ms.
I love
That's
that.
That's awesome.
This is amazing.
Well, why don't we get Miz in here?
Let's do it.
Miz, you wanna come in?
You can pull up a chair on this side if you like.
There are no-
Is there a chair somewhere? I'm good. Okay. Well, here, grab that microphone. I don't know.
What's
or
it
can
like
pe-
to be tall and be able to kneel down and still be on camera?
I don't know.
Oh, someone said you sound like Anna Kendrick.
Oh my God, that is the best compliment
her.
I've ever gotten.
Have you read her book?
Yes,
That's empty, don't worry.
half of it. I'm not all the way through. I'm a terrible reader.
So, Miz, why don't we real quick tell everyone where you're from as we grab you a card because we've been asking everyone random questions from this game that we have. So tell
Also,
everyone-
would you like champagne?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
So I figured
the
I'd
first-
ask.
I'm highly caffeinated right now. I don't know if champagne's going to be a good idea right now.
So the
Fair.
first is
Lucky.
tell everyone who you are and what you do.
My name is Matt Missler. A lot of people know me as The Miz.
it.
I am a damn near everything over in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Cool.
Go Blue.
Go Blue.
What do you? So here's your card. You're
Okay.
gonna flip that over,
All
and
right.
whatever that question is, we're all gonna answer.
All right.
Oh boy.
If you have, when was the moment you realized you weren't invisible? Or invincible, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like,
invisible?
Invincible.
I could answer
Invincible.
both.
Okay,
Probably.
so go with our guest goes first, Ms.
Well, so we have a tendency during football season, we set up our own tailgate broadcasts. One of the years that we had to essentially help set up a tent completely. Had to bring down one of the metal bars, like the cross beams on it. Yeah, even though I'm a 300-plus pound man trying to pull it down, kind of realize after the bar actually hits the top of your head, you're like, ooh, yeah. So needless to say, a couple concussions later. I'm doing all right.
Ow.
But you're still
my
here.
goodness.
I'm still here.
Therefore,
Ow.
invincible. Carla Marie.
I don't know. Maybe it was the fifth bone that I broke, or like the 10th toe that I broke. I think it was probably when I was working out and broke my hand a few years ago.
Ooh.
Because it was something so dumb where I just slipped and broke my hand. And ended up having to get surgery. It was just like I can't even do a what is it, an inchworm, something like so little. And it's now I sometimes walk around. I'm like, don't do that. You're gonna fall and break yourself. But yeah, I think physically it would have been that one.
Oh my goodness.
Kira.
I too am a professional bone breaker, but I, when my sciatic nerve pinched for the first time and I fell to the ground at a bus stop, that
Like you were just standing there.
I was just standing there, and all of a sudden, I guess I moved wrong or something, and I just fell to the ground and I couldn't move because it hurt so bad.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and that like you can't even like prevent really. You have
No.
to just stretch it out, and once it's pinched for the rest of your life.
No, yep, I've been there. I am
But-
still there. I'm there at this moment. It hurts.
I
Anthony?
think for me, it's not a physical thing. For me, I think when we got let go from our radio jobs, I was like, I thought my life was like over.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that we are still doing this thing, still invited to Morning Show Boot Camp, which
So we
is a
are
radio
invincible.
event. Huh?
So you are invincible.
So I think that's what made me not invincible necessarily, but I think it made me feel like you can get through
True.
anything.
Okay, but the question is that you
Yeah.
weren't invincible.
It's standard,
I thought
Anthony.
it was.
No.
No, that
I
you
was
weren't.
so confused
it's
as to
over
all
here.
your guys' answers.
That you weren't invincible.
I was so confused. I was like, why are these people all talking about getting hurt? Okay, then that's easy. That's last summer. Last summer I was working out and doing something I've done a billion times. It was just a leg press, and my back like essentially broke. And I was doing a very light weight. I was like, it was not even close to the end of my workout.
I
and
had to help him up
I
off.
never felt less capable of
Yeah.
doing anything.
Oh
I could
my
barely walk.
goodness.
And Carla Marie literally helped me put my socks on.
It was a fun time.
Oh my! Oh wait,
So-
last summer. I think I remember that. To be honest with you, I
It was
think I
bad.
remember when you broke your back.
Yeah.
That's when you know old age catches up to you.
It's
but-
so true.
We are going to give one of your microphones. You guys can discuss amongst yourself to Ryan.
Oh my
who
God, Ryan, I can't believe you did that.
I
Oh,
can't
so-
believe Ryan did what he did earlier.
Yeah, I can't believe you, Ryan.
And then
What have I
after
done?
Ryan, DJ Dan, don't go anywhere.
Kira, can we swap you out with DJ
Yeah,
Dan?
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
of course I can.
Thank you guys again.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you, Ms.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so
What's
this
up?
is Ryan. No, everyone in the chat can't believe what you did.
Did you hear what we were talking about?
No,
Oh.
I've had you on mute in the room just
I
to like
don't-
keep track of the chat, and then all of a sudden I did a heinous crime. I don't know
So-
what I've done.
I don't know if we're actually, because we said it once on Twitch. I don't know if we're allowed to say it again.
I don't want y'all to get shut down.
So we're
I
not
mean,
gonna
yeah.
tell you exactly what we were talking
Okay,
about.
that's perfect.
But we will let you tell everyone what you were up to, what you do, where they can find you, real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do radio out of Hagerstown, Maryland, and then a couple of our other stations on Alpha Media out in like Michigan and a couple of other markets, and do a lot of content online. I do wedding DJing, so I'm like scattered all throughout the East Coast, just doing all sorts of fun stuff.
And you have a podcast, which I
Yes,
was on.
yes, that was like one of the most fun interviews
It was,
of all.
I loved it.
Like, I think we talked for like a half an hour after the fact, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, I guess we could have just kept rolling.
Yeah, we could have done that. And you're also a cat dad.
Yes. Which I saw like the cat stuff in the chat, and that's when I jumped on. I was like, ooh, we're talking about cats. What's
that's
going
it.
on right now?
Yeah, we were really just messing with you. Kira said you were
need-
watching on mute, so
We need Kira for a second.
Oh yeah.
I would like to point out that we were at 290 when I was on, so I officially am the same as Kyle King.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay, that's good. Equal.
Equal. I will take equal to Kyle King.
I'm going to take them to like 10,000 in the next
And
like 5 minutes.
That's it. Then I'm skipping the panel.
Especially if we're talking about what I did. I don't know, you know.
You didn't actually do anything. We were just playing a prank on
Knew that you
you.
couldn't hear anything.
So we did that. But no, Ryan is amazing. He has You Look Great merch that he wears to the airport. And we actually had someone reach out to us and was like, I saw that guy wearing, what airport was that?
It was at Chicago Midway back in July.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
And now we follow each other on Instagram. That person that like
awesome.
saw
Oh, no
the stuff.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay,
Let's get
friends.
Ryan a question from this. What's this game called? Oh, it's ready for you.
Ryan,
She
question
picked it
is,
out already.
have you ever told someone I love you but didn't mean it? If so, why?
Ooh.
That's a heavy one.
Oh man. I mean, I feel like in like a like business environment, there's definitely been like people I've done like weddings for, like brides and stuff that'll be like, I love you. Like I'll be like, oh, I love you too. Like, yeah, like
Now
you know,
pay
it's
me.
amazing. Now cool, I'll never see you
Yeah.
again. But like I would say like in like a relationship or dating level, probably not.
neither.
No. Yeah.
Well, as we say goodbye to Ryan, just remember, if he tells you he loves you, he's lying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Harsh.
and
But
we,
yeah.
and we cannot believe what he did earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really sorry, guys. Begging for forgiveness there.
A round of applause for Ryan. Thank you very much,
Spencer,
sir.
everybody. Okay, so now I'm so excited. Our friend DJ Dan is here. Well,
You guys, I hope the
Sorry.
blindness brings you guys some more
Your-
viewers.
Your old school name was Blind DJ Dan.
Yeah,
When
it
you used to
was.
call into Elvis's show.
It was.
And we've met before. You used to come in, but
Absolutely.
now you're.
I'm Romero. Romero on air,
air.
all over social media, and I've done a lot of. I have more radio experience now, so now I don't have no dumb name like DJ Dan.
What year did we first?
2011.
Jeez.
Yeah, you were
That's
still
crazy.
a phone producer,
Yep.
and now you're doing your own thing. It's a beautiful thing.
DJ Dan, tell people where they can listen to you first.
Yeah, seriously. So I do a top 40 morning show in Gainesville, Florida. It's super cool because it's a college town. It's
Yeah.
always fun, and so young kids still who come across the radio, even though they're not listening to radio as much, they still get to actually come around and really enjoy it. And I have really engaging things. I still really take care of social media, even though it's a small market. So I just check me out, WERFLP. It's in Gainesville, Florida. It's called Play FM. And I
Okay.
do the morning show, and then I also have a podcast that I do. It's a love and relationships podcast called It Goes Down in the DM. And we just talk love, sex, relationships. We have fun bits like Fatal Attraction, where we tell about a story of a love that turned deadly.
Oh, jeez.
I am
So it's
here.
like a crime podcast on the radio.
Well, not
For
really a
this.
crime podcast. It's just a bit. Like, it's a
Okay.
fixture. We also have a bit called Forever or Fail, where we give somebody's like relationship problem that they submitted, and we decide, we talk amongst ourselves whether they're going to fail or they're going to be
Got it.
forever.
Okay.
Or they're going to make it through.
I need to point something out, Dan. Every guest that has popped on, they would love to know like the number of live people that are in here, and they're comparing with one another. You officially have the most. There's 301. Oh, 302.
I told you.
there we go. The most entertaining person we've had so far.
The blindness factor did it. I told you.
Also, Shanna said, is DJ Dan Garrett's friend? Let me be clear about something. Garrett, who works for Elvis Duran in the morning show, I think you and I were the first people to communicate
We
from
were.
Elvis' show, right? So
were.
let's keep that. I'm just going to take that.
Now, before we let DJ Dan go anywhere, number two.
Oh, a question?
Let's grab another question for you. Do you
Yes.
know what we're doing, DJ Dan?
I do, I
Okay,
do.
cool.
No, we're not
'Cause
calling.
we are going to have to get out of here in like 5 minutes or so.
I'm cheating. Looking. Let's do this one.
Oh, can I ask you a question, DJ Dan?
Yeah.
This actually relates to being blind. So is this your first time in Chicago?
It's my first time in Chicago and my first time at this convention specifically, yeah.
How do you navigate new cities?
Oh, yeah. Cannot
It's actually tough, but two things you have to always look out for, right? Like, technology has given us the opportunity to be able to use like Google Maps and just do actual real-time traveling and navigation. So that's one thing. Two,
Okay.
Ubers, Lyfts saved our lives. Like, if it was
Wow,
just a
it's
bus
true.
system still
true.
back in the day, I would have never been able to do this.
So if you call an Uber, can you like signify in the app like, hey, I'm not going to see you pull up. Like, can you call me or things like that?
I can
Okay.
a lot of times, but a lot of times too, like, and I know a lot of blind people who actually feel comfortable with doing that. I really like to live my life, and I like to book my ride and stand outside just like any normal person.
I love it.
And if they see me, cool. And if they don't see me, they're having a tough time finding me, then that's when I'll tell them, hey, I'm wearing this, or you'll see me
Okay.
with a white cane, or whatever the case may be. So
We're going to skip the question because we are running out of time. I did have another question for you, not from the box. There's an app, and I'm blanking on the name, and I featured it in What's Trending on the Morning Show podcast, and it's
called Be My Eyes.
Thank you.
Yes, Be My Eyes is a free app. It's both free for volunteers and the users. You can help anybody around the world just help them describe things.
So-
and it's a beautiful thing.
for example, Dan, if you were on there, and one of the examples I saw that's one of our listeners actually used as a volunteer to help someone was, what does this piece of mail say? It was something about
Correct.
their mail. So someone who is blind or just nearsighted or whatever it may be logs into the app and is like, I need help. And you get a ping as a volunteer, and you kind of can FaceTime with that person. They're like, hey, can you just tell me what this says? And you tell them.
It could be anything. Directions on the pizza box. It
Yes.
could be like this morning. I actually used another form that you actually have to pay for. It's called IRA, but it's kind of the same idea where I was like, hey, just want to make sure that this shirt matches my shorts.
Oh my
Everything's gonna be
God.
good.
You could've
And they were
called
just
me.
like.
So is it just a video app? Like you just basically
For
video
sure.
call a person?
Yeah, it's like a FaceTime. It's just
That's
like
so
FaceTime
cool.
without having direct access to the person.
What is that one called again?
That one is called IRA, and they actually get paid. They're trained volunteers to help you so that they can tell you how to angle your camera if they need something specifically.
That's so cool.
It's a beautiful thing. So
I love
IRA
it.
is a paid version, and then Be My Eyes is just a free version if you want to volunteer and help. I mean, there's so many people around the world who are willing to help us, and I truly appreciate anybody who's on there doing that.
It's really cool. Dan?
We did offer everyone that came here champagne. Would you like champagne, DJ?
Absolutely. I'm an alcoholic.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's not actually, but let's not let people think.
Oh,
we're
you know
doing-
what? We're actually, now that Ricky's here, we actually have to open her bottle because we went
Do
through
we
the
really?
first bottle.
All right, we're gonna open Ricky's bottle, and then
Ricky,
I'm gonna
would
run
you
to
do
the
us the honor?
restroom because my panel starts in 5 minutes.
So it looks
I love
like
you guys. Thank you guys so much
Love
for
you,
having
Dan.
me.
Well, we'll pour you some champagne on the side. You want to stay there? You can stay there.
Just make sure you don't kick anything over.
I won't. We were good.
No, that was to Carla Marie.
Not you. Not
Surprisingly,
you. Not the blind
Yeah,
person.
surprisingly, I'm more worried about Carla Marie kicking things over than I am you.
I'm always willing to just talk up first.
And we are. Oh wow.
Okay, maybe it's because you have 75-foot nails that are completely unnecessary.
I
Can we
think
talk
Kira's
about
offering to
that?
help.
I don't understand the whole long nail thing. Like, no,
Like super long
there's a
nails?
lot of people watching. I'm gonna say this question. I don't care. How do you wipe your butt?
Oh my god, it's so easy. They're not that long.
You just do it.
You
It
just
doesn't
do
poke
it.
through the paper?
No.
Really?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said that it's never happened.
It doesn't hurt.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't think it hurt, Kira.
There we go. Here we go.
Love that sound.
Hey.
This is
All right.
Pour out. I just don't want it
This
to
is
spill anywhere.
Dan's.
Let me get Dan's cup. All right, here's a glass.
Thank you, guys.
or a paper for
Okay,
DJ
hold
Dan.
on.
And then when Dan leaves,
Dan,
Ricky,
I'm
we're gonna have
putting
you take
your
his
cup
mic.
right next to your.
Only because
Thank you
this
so much.
microphone that you're on, for some reason, it has like a hiss.
Oh yeah, Dan. We're
There
gonna
we
have to
go.
switch out. Put
Yeah.
Ricky over there.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, can you? Yeah. I don't know. Look at you. I'll take the. She'll grab it from you. Kira will grab it. There we go. Okay.
Let's see. Angela did say you wipe your butt carefully if you have very long nails.
I don't do anything.
Whose cup was
carefully.
this?
Yours.
That one, I think.
Is that yours?
The one that was really full
Oh,
was
that's mine.
Took his, yeah, Carl, right, that's yours.
I think you gave my cup to Dan.
No, I gave him a clean cup.
Okay, whatever. We're all friends here. We're all.
I don't know,
got a
Dan.
clean cup. He got a clean cup. No worries.
Okay.
Let's see what else we have here. So Game Day Official just said I love you in the chat. And Game Day Official,
Yeah, that's not the name.
huh?
It's Game Day Creative.
Game Day. Well, it said official, didn't it?
No.
Oh, no, it said creative.
How do you not even know the
Sorry.
name of your
Well,
friend's
I was gonna
company?
say,
What a terrible
that's-
friend.
Well, you know what? I'm stupid. That is my friend Scott, who actually Scott, what he's been doing with his company is actually really cool. He does a lot of the graphics for things you'll see during commercials on the NFL, during like promos and stuff. Jeopardy intros, he's done like the actual like the show on TV, Jeopardy, the game show that everyone watches. He's done intros for that. It's really cool.
Can he do them for Twitch?
He's a little too expensive for us, I think. But that's because he's such high quality. Like we can't afford that.
Love to hear it, though. We want everybody to be high quality.
So Ricky, you're what you have to beat
He just got a free commercial.
in terms of being. That's true. In terms of being the most entertaining person that joins us today, you've got to beat 302, which DJ Dan hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you drink out of that yet?
Did I drink out of this? No.
The Twitch said I did give Dan your cup.
I knew it.
I did. I'm bad at the baseball hat game.
Well,
What is wrong
I
with
haven't
you?
drank out of
Drinking
this
already.
yet.
Dan did. We're good. Everyone's fine. We've known
Okay.
each other for 12 years. COVID's
Okay.
not real. We're good.
I was gonna say everyone's getting COVID here, anyways. There's too many of us. Not
Wait, so the other panel didn't end yet, right?
I don't think so.
All right,
I
then
think
I
they're
have
still
time.
talking. I think
double
we could
check.
double check.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're
I think
ending
they're
right
doing
now.
like questions and stuff.
Well, here's
So
what we
Ricky's
can do.
here.
Hi. Everybody was so sweet. I was watching the chat on Anthony's phone over there, and everyone's like, Ricky. I just love all of you
It
so
is the
much, and
best.
I need you to know that.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, where is Zach? Is he in there?
He's in there somewhere, yeah.
I keep finding him like sleeping in random places.
He,
So
I would-
we
Zach,
were
find
up a
him
little late.
curling up on a couch.
Zach works with Ricky on their show in
Yes.
Nashville.
He's my co-host with me.
Let's get an update from Kira as to what we need to know for our panel.
You got a few minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's a hiss on that mic that I really
So let
don't
me say
like.
this really quick.
hiss?
DJ Dan did. Sorry, I'm still used to calling him DJ Dan. DJ Romero did play a game on the Morning Show podcast against his wife a
Recently,
few weeks
yeah.
ago. Yeah, so,
Cute.
I don't remember the date, but is it somebody's birthday? It's M. Fazio's birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Well, you guys
Do we have
can't
the
hear
birthday
it,
song?
but we're playing it now.
I already know what it sounds like. I have it memorized.
You know what's crazy? Oh, I'll wait. Our panel? Is it ending?
I think
Okay, cool. So we got
Q&A.
time.
Oh man,
You'll have
radio
to-
people.
you'll have time to pee,
Radio
'cause-
people love to blah. It's
It's almost like we've been doing this whole time. You know what I was? Oh, there's Zach. Zach, get over here. You know what I've been really?
Princess, come here.
Gonna swap
go
out?
over there. Say hi.
What I've really loved about this panel, and I was actually very concerned earlier, was that we were going to be too loud, especially with someone joining us, that we were going to be
Rude.
too loud for the panel inside, but I don't think they can hear us.
No, they can't. You can't hear anything inside.
Okay, perfect.
So Zach,
Yeah.
Zach needs a cup.
oh,
Oh my God, are we taking shots?
We're
No,
drinking
you
champagne, but you can
psycho.
drink it however you want.
It's my favorite time of the day.
so
You can slide over
Zach,
this way.
I need to grab a cup because I actually don't have champagne. I have coffee. Somebody said before, they're like, Ricky switched from champagne to coffee. And it's like, yeah, I got to wake
they're
up.
right there. So Zach is also on the Woody and Jim show. There way before Ricky was there. I mean, you know, you.
Yeah, how long have you been in Nashville?
Well, I'm born and raised in Nashville.
Okay, so how long have you been working in radio in Nashville?
9 years.
9 years.
Damn.
9 whole years. I know, you would never think by looking at me.
I know, because that means you started at 11 years old.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was an infant
my
when I
God.
started.
That is nuts.
I
Do
know.
not.
Zach,
So now that does Zach have a cup? Do we have a?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cheers to Zach.
Cheers, thank
Cheers.
you.
Guys.
Appreciate you.
We do need to get Zach a question though.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm going to love this.
Oh,
This brings
God.
me nothing but joy right now.
wild card.
Oh, wild card. Okay.
Sing the chorus of your favorite song of all time.
Oh my God,
Get
he's-
into
he-
it.
I came in like a wrecking ball. That was
Okay,
pretty good,
Wait,
huh?
that's your favorite
say-
song of all time?
I think so.
Even if it wasn't,
Wow.
the fact that he went to that so quickly.
So I have to say, guys, we do a segment on our Saturday morning show that's singing how we feel.
Yeah.
Because we
Yes.
walk throughout like the hallways and we're always singing how we feel. Normally it's, why are we here? We hate this place or something like that.
Usually it's like, all right, let's burn it down.
Yes. So we made it into a segment on our Saturday morning show. So he sings like that every Saturday morning. If anyone wants
I
to
love
hear
it.
it, you can listen to us on the iHeartRadio app at 107.5 The River.
Make sure you
Period.
check that out. You can also check them out on the Woody and Jim show as well.
Yes.
Every single day if you want to enjoy them as you're getting ready for work, for school, whatever you're doing.
Ryan Smetzer, best guy in the world, just let us know that the Q&A wrapped in Twitch. So that means our panel is about to happen, which
Okay.
means I got to go pee. It has been a pleasure.
Can you give me the mouse, please?
Sorry. And we didn't hit 1,000 people, so that means Anthony and I get to keep $500.
$500 stays
Wow.
in
Oh
our
my God, does that mean we get to use the $500 at the bar tonight?
Sure.
Well,
Yes.
Ryan's in for the bar.
Carla Marie already used 4 of it on a water bottle.
But
So I want you guys to know, where are we right now? Oh, you're so close. DJ Romero is still our most entertaining person that has joined us because
I'm happy that you are.
Yeah.
I did see some people asking in the. I did see some people asking on Twitch for my social media. So
Yeah.
Romero on air.
I'll put it in there.
Just
Thank you.
ROMERO
On air.
Romero on air. Yeah.
all right. Well, everyone is coming out here now, so
Oh my God, I got to go. I
we're
love you
gonna
guys.
wrap up. Carla Marie's gonna get out of here and
Goodbye.
go to the bathroom.
Go
Thank
pee.
you very much for hanging out with us, Zach. Thank you for hanging.
Thank you
Kira,
for
round
having
of
me.
applause for Kira.
Yes, Kira.
You can wave goodbye to everybody if you like. All right, we are out of
Bye,
here.
guys.
See you later.
See you Monday.